Today's episode is dedicated to the color yellow. That's because today is all about the solar plexus, which radiates the color yellow. This is my yellow shirt. I don't own any other yellow shirt. And I was rifling through the couch today, and I found a yellow thingy. It's like a little puck thing, you know. And at work today, I got to use a yellow hose. Definitely means something. So yeah, today is about the solar plexus. The power center. The center of intuition and personal power. The first thing that comes up for me is it's challenging. It's challenging to trust my intuition, especially when I'm out and about, working in the world, constantly judging myself about my productivity, my efficacy, how efficient I'm being. And sometimes mistakes are part of, I think, my intuition kind of punching me in the gut and saying, hey, it's kind of a way of forcing me to experience something that I need to experience and I wouldn't have chosen, if I were just going off of my logical thinking. So that happened today. I was going to the hardware store getting supplies and things, and I remembered almost everything except for one thing. I was on my way back to the job, and I thought I should really go back. I should really go back and get this thing. So, funny thing is, I wouldn't necessarily call that intuition, and this is part of my contemplation for today, is that I think that intuition and really what I would call the greater intelligence of life is operating all the time. I mean, if you believe anything like that, then that just makes sense. That's not like it's only there when I ask for it. I don't really think that's true. I think that intelligence is operating all the time, and even having the slightest intention of being open to it can cause me to be more guided by it, which was an intention I had today, and in general, but specifically today. And I found myself back at the hardware store. Right when I walked in, I saw a guy that I kind of knew. I've seen him before at a cafe. He works at a cafe. And I heard him saying something like, I'm looking for a T-post driver of some kind, and I didn't see one over here, and I only need to drive one post. And I just looking for one of those, and I've got a whole warehouse full of tools. And first thing I thought, of course, was that I should just offer him my T-post banger. I let that guy kind of show him around a bit, and I went and looked for my thing. And then I searched around the store for him, and I found him. I said, hey, you need a T-post banger, right? He was like, yeah. And I was like, here's my card. I got one. You should just come by and borrow it. And he was like, really? Yeah, I mean, it's simple as that. It's things like that. I think it's important. It's important that we stay connected as a people. And I felt good to connect with this guy and, be there for him. And it was a big deal. And to him, it was a big deal. It wasn't a big deal to me. It felt good. It felt good, and that's a big deal. But, I may have saved him like $35. or something like that for something that he is never going to need again. And I made a connection with a cool guy. So yeah, he borrowed the thing and he brought it back and he gave me a gift certificate to Mix, where he works. So go Mix. I guess the other thing that happened today was I checked the stock market, and one of the stocks that I've had is in Peloton, who makes indoor bicycles. And I bought Peloton when it was about $29.50, and I noticed today it was up to $35.50, something like that, a little over 35. And so I asked my intuition. You know, I don't know what's going to come of my choice yet, but I would have decided to just sell half of it, you know, because I had 18 shares. So I would have just sold 9 and kept the 18. And then when I asked myself, one of the things I do is I can't do muscle testing. For some reason, it doesn't work for me. And whatever, you might argue against that, but it just doesn't work for me. But what I do find that works for me is I notice how my energy is moving. I can feel my energy moving inside of me. So when I ask a question and I feel like the answer is yes, I could feel this upward movement inside of me. And maybe even pulling me forward a little bit. And when the answer is no, I feel like like a kind of sinking and maybe like that kind of feeling. So I decided I should go ahead and check in and like, should I sell all of my Peloton stocks? And I just like boop, 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 got like a ding ding and felt my energy rising. And I was like, look it, sure, I'll sell all of it. I had some logical stuff going on there too. You know, my brain could not help but get involved. For the meditation, when I meditate, I always connect in with my sensations. I notice the air moving through my nostrils. And I notice the sensations all over my entire body. Oftentimes in one quick snapshot, just get like, feel everything that I'm feeling right now. And sometimes I'll stick with that and I'll really study all of my feelings. And then study all of my thoughts and my emotions. And just observe and allow. And right now, I'm just going to focus on my solar plexus and the color yellow. And feel the power in the core of my being. Feel this connection to all the world around me through this cord of power that is coming through me and connecting me to all of life. And feel this powerful energy just radiating all around me in this brilliant color of yellow. Like the color of the sun, in that unfathomably intense power. Feeling that power on my skin shining into me, as well as that power shining out from inside me. shining out this brilliant intensity and owning that. Owning that I have this power. It is okay to be powerful and to use power with grace and wisdom. It is okay to be powerful in the world and to present myself with power and strength. And to use the natural knowledge, the natural intelligence that is moving through me, and to trust that. And to trust that that is something that is guiding me in the movements of my life all the time. And sometimes I may be getting off the path, seemingly, and in those times I can drop back into trusting that there's no such thing as being off the path, because I can use this moment to make me stronger, no matter what. Take this moment to honor and embody this power, this natural intelligence. And make a choice to trust. To trust this intelligence and abide by it. And bring that power into this living, into this life. Into this expression of who I am, of my creativity, and my effectivity in this life. So be it. Forgot to mention, I had this badass salad earlier. I'll show you a picture here at the end. Bye!